Live from the NBA Finals in Los Angeles, California, welcome to the T-Mobile Halftime Report.
The halftime score, the Los Angeles Lakers 40, Rashard Lewis 20. But since Rashard does have a team, it's actually 40-35. Rashard, though, doing a lot of work. What's up? Welcome to the T-Mobile Halftime Report. Stuart Scott, Mike Wilbon, John Barry, Hall of Famer Magic Johnson. Guys, if I would have told you that Kobe Bryant would have 6 points at halftime and Rashard Lewis would have 20, what would you think the halftime score would be?
20-6.
That's that Georgia Tech
Wise guy here.
What else is doing anything?
I thought you would think Orlando would be up by 8 to 10 points instead of playing the second dreadful game of the series, and only 2 games. We're even through 2 games yet to do it again, Magic.
32% shooting, 11 turnovers.
But they can't be up 5 because the pace is too slow for them. They'll never beat the Lakers at a half-court game. Even with Kobe Bryant only taking 5 shots, they're behind right now 5 points, that being the Orlando Magic. They must speed the game up and get more transition baskets, and then they'll give themselves a better chance to win, because Turkoglu has to get into the game on a full-court basis, not in a half-court set.
And Dwight Howard, one more field goal.
He's also
game 1.
Only had 1 touch in the paint in the second quarter. I mean, they are out-rebounding the Lakers right now. They're +8 in rebounding. But Magic, like you said, when you are having that kind of rebounding edge, you should be pushing it. On the other hand, 11 turnovers in the first half. These are numbers that don't make sense.
There's no respect for the jump shooting of the Orlando Magic. These guys can not knock down shots. It's a joke. They're wide open. J.J. Redick comes in. He goes 0 for 5. Peacher's yet to score. If it wasn't for this guy, Rashard Lewis, who's 8 of 12 for 20 points, this is another blowout. They don't even score 25 points in the half. 25 points in the NBA Finals? Come on. What are the Lakers going to do? Minneapolis Lakers? What are the Lakers going to do differently to Rashard Lewis in the second half?
Well, they had to stay with him more because he's got a lot of wide open 3-point shots, and now he's in the flow and in his rhythm, and he's going to be hard to stop. But remember, we said at the top, the second quarter and the fourth quarter has always been Rashard Lewis' biggest quarters.
There was no flow, no vibe in the first quarter. The 30 points combined in the first quarter, the lowest in the shot clock era in the NBA Finals for combined points in the first quarter, only 30. Hey, we've been asking you, and you have been responding. In Game 1, fans selected Kobe Bryant through the Finals Player of the Game vote presented by T-Mobile. Take part in tonight's vote. Text the last name of your choice for Player of the Game to 69622 from any wireless phone. Voting unlimited, open through the end of the game. The winner will be announced at the conclusion of tonight's action. Standard messaging rates may apply. Hey, Trevor Ariza's story of childhood tragedy and redemption through his own son. Trust me, you will not want to miss this story. It's next.
I would tell him that his uncle wasn't here for a long time, but the time that he was here, he left a big imprint on my life.
Without Trevor Ariza, we may very well be doing these halftime shows from Houston or Denver, not L.A. Ariza's not known for his offense. His career scoring average is just 7 points per game, but he is the Lakers' best defender. And twice in the last series, he preserved Laker wins late with a very crucial steal to seal the win. Even now, though, as the Lakers are on the verge of what could be another NBA championship, Trevor Ariza is never very far from tragedy in his past. Here's Chris Connolly.
Ariza doesn't settle for the 3 and throws it down.
Even as his high-energy contributions have helped lift the Lakers to the NBA Finals,
Trevor Ariza with the steal.
Trevor Ariza knows that family comes first. The family that has always been there for him through his days in big-time basketball. How has your family picked you up when you've been down?
When I was coming out for the draft, everybody was against me, like, oh, what are you doing? Go back to school. Go, you're tripping. My mom always told me, she was behind me 100%. We got you no matter what. We behind you no matter what. Again?
Now Trevor is a parent himself, father of a 1-year-old. As he teaches his son basketball, he hopes one day to tell him about his uncle, Taj.
I wouldn't tell him that his uncle wasn't here for a long time, but the time that he was here, he left a big imprint on my life.
Trevor can still recall how sweet and appealing his youngest brother Taj could be, especially with their mother.
He would call her baby all the time and stuff, and bring her flowers every time he came back in the house. He'll pick a flower from the grass or something and bring it to her. He was funny, real lovable guy. Me and him actually always used to sleep in the same bed, so you know, we were real close.
On March 18th, 1996, the family was in Caracas, Venezuela, where Trevor's stepfather, Kenny McClary, was playing basketball for a local pro team. 10-year-old Trevor and his mother went to the game. 5-year-old Taj and another brother, 8-year-old Kenny, were staying with a babysitter when tragedy struck.
Before the jump ball was getting ready to start, they took my dad off the court and told him that what had happened.
There had been a horrible accident. Taj had fallen from an open window at their high-rise hotel and plunged to his death.
I didn't want to believe it, but once I got there to the scene, saw all the police, you know, saw my brother, because my brother actually seen him falling from the window. He was up in the window, he's playing, and he slipped. And once he slipped, he fell back, and my brother ran to the window. And he said, as my brother was falling, all he could hear him say was, he was calling for my mom.
13 years have passed, but the sense of loss can still be hard for Trevor to shake. Their all too brief time together is commemorated in the tattoos on Trevor's neck, chest, and arms.
It says, blood is thicker than water. I am my brother's keeper. Rest in peace, Taj. I miss you.
Ariza driving to the rim to the 10.
And on the basketball court, even during the intensity of the playoffs, with so much at stake, Trevor says he senses his brother Taj's presence.
I went to the basket and I dunked the ball. As I was running back, I swear I felt like a cold breeze, and I stopped for a minute and I was like, oh yeah, that's my brother talking to me.
Ready?
Best of all, there is the special time Trevor enjoys with his 1-year-old, a son named Taj.
It sounds weird, but you know, he kind of reminds me of my brother a little bit.
Taj, say bye. Say bye-bye. Bye.
Sometimes you win by winning championships. Other times you win just by being inspired by the loss of a loved one. Trevor Ariza and the Lakers, 5 points ahead, second half, coming back.